Hello, everybody. Yay, the sound's working. I was checking something real quick. Did we start doing anything last time in this house? I forgot. Which we may have to work a little on our purchase house and then go back and do a couple other jobs. Because I think we only have 13,000. I can't remember if I did anything, though, when we were last in here. Oh, that's right. Okay. We did this area. Okay. That's right, because I split this so that there'd be like a living room and then a bedroom. Yes. And then we started fiddling in here. Oh, that's right. And then I left... We gotta clean the windows. I left the tile as is. I probably won't do that every time, but... I'm not horribly offended by the tile in this bathroom, I guess. What am I stuck on? Okay. Stuck on the toilet. There we go. Okay, so now we are going in this room. So this is going to be the bedroom. Got to think about this here. So we need height. That's just my recently purchased. Let's see. Do like a neutral color for the bedroom here. That's a little purplier than I thought. But not too bad. And obviously this is a small house, so this is going to be a tiny bedroom, but... But I feel like you definitely need a living room. And unfortunately, the one thing I don't, or do, I guess, depending... The one thing I don't like, I will say, about this game is that you cannot expand the home that you're remodeling. So, like, I can't build an extra room. So I just kind of have to figure stuff out in the space that I'm given. Oh, there we go. Get it in just the right spot. Oh. But I hope everyone's had a good week. We also, if you live in the area we live in, you survived the storm blockade. Friday was definitely the funnest of that. And I say fun very loosely because obviously it would not have been fun if we'd actually gotten any tornadoes where we live, but there were definitely some close or something was going on because our sirens definitely went off. We were trying to get we have 4 kitties and we were trying to get them all to the basement when the siren went off, and mine made me chase him because I was frantically running towards him and he thought he was in trouble, so he kept running from me. Mm-hmm. He kept running from me and I was like, listen, I'm trying to save your life here. And he's the only cat we have without a tracker collar because he's a pain in the butt and tries to choke himself with it. So then we got our 3 boy kitties downstairs, and then we were down there for a few minutes and we realized that the girl kitty was missing. So Prometheus had to do like a reconnaissance mission to find her. She was hiding under the couch, so he had to drag her out to bring her downstairs. Just fun times all around, I'm telling you. Good times. Radiator, could you not glitch out? Like, could we have a moment? I also have to remember to check the lighting in these houses because, like, I always forget. Like, for example, since this is like a new room, there's no light, so we need to put a light in here. I forget that stuff sometimes. Let's see. Lights. Here we go. That sounds about right. Let me see where that is. Let's scooch it a little bit. I want you kind of in the middle of the room, kind of, sort of. There we go. And then we need an actual light switch. There we go. Ta-da! We'll just pretend that we did all the wiring and everything for that. And then the floors I might leave as is here. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very small bedroom. And then what room is this? This is the kitchen. Okay. So we're going to get rid of all the stuff in here. You want to put books in your kitchen? What is that? Oh, that's the fridge. Okay, hold on. I didn't even see that back there. Okay. But first we're going to clean. I think I got all the dirt out of the way. Alright. Such a small kitchen. So small. Let's see. Let's put this right there. Clean the windows first. But yeah, moral of the story, sometimes cats don't listen. Surprise, surprise. And then yesterday, since it was nice out, it was definitely a bit windy, but it was nice out at least. My dad nicely came down and helped us get rid of, or chop down, I should say, a dead tree in our backyard that's been like a 3-year, like, we need to get rid of that. So now we no longer have a giant dead tree up in our yard because we wanted to get it down before we put our pool up again this year so that there aren't pieces of it falling down on the pool cover and potentially like falling on anybody that's in the pool. Which I think we'll wait a little bit longer to put the pool up just because, like, not too long, but since we're still having days that are kind of cold, I'm like, we can maybe wait a little longer to deal with that. Maybe if we ask nicely, our friends will assist us again in putting it up. But at least now we know the spot to put it in, so we're not guessing this year. We know where it needs to go. And except for a couple weeds needing to pull up, the spot we had it didn't grow back all of the grass, which is good. But yeah, I'm going to try with this remodel to not be as picky as I usually am. So like these lights, for example, I'm not super fond of them. But to save some money, I'm going to leave them be. Oh, missed a spot. Okay. Now I gotta think about this. So I might use the same setup that they did. Let me see if I can find... Let's see. Would that be considered electronic? Probably not. No. Okay. Not furniture. That's just your basic installation stuff. There's kitchen accessories. I used to know all these menus really well. And now I have forgotten, like, what it considers what. Okay, here we go. So it considers cabinets furniture. Do they have, like, a corner cabinet? I saw one. Okay. Not a corner cabinet like that. Okay. Let's see. How big is this? Well, that's nice. Let's see if I can scooch it over a little bit, though. It wasn't quite as far over as I wanted. There we go. Okay. I don't think this will fit. Let me check. Oh, yeah, that's too big. That's too much cabinet. Let's see. How big is this one? Still too much cabinet. Okay. This is probably too big, too. It's like, it'll fit right over the window. I can't put it over here, because then we can't put a fridge there. Although, let me back up for a second. I mean, we have this wall over here. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but for the moment I'll just put it right there. And then, let's see. There's like hanging cabinets. Actually, hold on a second. Just to give a little extra, like, cabinet space here. Alright. I think that's good for a kitchen this size, probably. Oh, here we go. I was like, surely the other stuff's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, we do need a sink. Let me see if I can find a place to put the sink here. Because I totally forgot we didn't have a sink. Okay. I'm not super fond of that, but it'll do for the moment. And then we got fridges. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we may not have room for a little table this time. We may just have to deal. And then, I don't know what those are. I forgot what they're called, but we need... Which I don't see them in here. They might be in a different category since they're not technically furniture. We need, oh my gosh, what is that thing called that hangs over your stove? That sucks up the smoke? The suckamabob. That's not what it's called. Whatever that's called. We need that. So it's probably not considered furniture. Yeah, exhaust hood. That's the word I wanted. God dang it. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. It doesn't need to be fancy. I just gotta figure out where to put it. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Is there a different exhaust hood besides that one? Is that the only one? Only that one. Okay. I'm going to do something completely unsafe that I normally wouldn't do. And we're just going to not put an exhaust hood in there. Okay. So that was the kitchen. This is the bedroom now. This is the living room. And then this is the bathroom. Okay. So now that we've got everything painted, we can go ahead and start doing furniture stuff in these other rooms. Okay. Close this door. All right. Bedroom. We're going to need a smaller bed for sure. This is not going to be a huge... Let's see if that's too big of a bed. I feel like that's a decent sized bed. Probably bigger than we need in here, honestly, but... Because if he has a nightstand, it's going to be a tiny one. Let's see. Is this like a little desk? That's too big. Hold on. That is a bedside cabinet. Okay, that's too big. We need something like a little... So there's a bedside table. Oh, let me just look at bedside cabinets. That'll narrow it down. Let's see. Just so there can be some kind of table there. And then, let me see here. It's like a dressing table, wardrobe. Man, I imagine this would take me a long time if I could just pick my own stuff. Cabinet, wardrobe. Let's see. Will you fit? Are you too big? Let's see. That'll fit. This is a very small bedroom. Alright. Now we gotta do the living room, and then I would say... Oh yeah, then we gotta clean up the outside. That's right. I forgot about the outside. Okay, let me think about this. So I would say... Like, put a couch on this side. We'll have this be our couch side here. Living room. Sofa. Let's see. How big are you? Well, that's good. Like something kind of like right there where you can still get through, but not like crazy. Okay. And then let's go back. Living room. Oh, that's right. We're still in furniture. I need to go back to electronic equipment. Hanging TV. There we go. What size is medium? Holy. Okay, not medium. Jesus. Small? There we go. Small fits. There we go. And then put like maybe a little table over here. Furniture. Living room. Yeah, tables. Let's see. Just a little coffee table with some stuff there. Decorations. Here we go. Standing decorations, ceiling decorations. Let's see. Stick a nice little thing there. Like I said, we can go ham, way more ham later with our designs, but I'm just trying to, since we don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to not go too crazy yet. Mirrors, pictures. Let's see. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Actually... maybe put a little lamp on the bedside table there in the bedroom. I gotta go back in here so I can see what my color scheme was. Okay. Let's see. That's cute. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good for... And like I said, we're not going crazy, but... if we were realistically selling this house, it wouldn't be decorated all to hell and back. Let's see if I can clean stuff. There we go. I will say, the first time I did this, did not realize you had to clean the outside. Let's see, anything else out here? Oh, got some dirt back here. There we go. Oh, there is some places with dirt on the bottom. Got any dirt up here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, up there. Okay, I feel like that seems pretty good. We can leave the outside as it is. I think we're ready to sell this. I think it's ready. We didn't forget anything. Oh wait, hold on. I might have forgotten one thing. There's no light in here. Let me put a light in here, and then I think we're okay. Let's see. That's kind of cool. And then we need a light switch. There we go. Sudsaw. Yeah. I like it. Okay, now I think we're good. I was like, they might need a light in their living room. Okay. You bought this house for this much. Room count, current budget. Put it on auction. Let's see what we can get. Hello. I think that's good. Well, we'll accept that one. I probably won't accept that low in the future, but since it's the first house and we couldn't put a lot of stuff in there, I feel like that's fair. We made some profit. That's the important part. Okay. Okay, so let's do a couple more odd jobs before we take on another house. Let's see. Let's do some cleaning. Holy heck. They weren't kidding. I see this happen a lot too in like real life. It makes me so mad for people like people that rent stuff, they'll just like trash it to heck. Very true. They'll just trash it to all get out, and it's just like, they don't care because they don't own it. And it's like, that must be nice. Like, must be nice to just not give a damn. Okay, I'm not going to throw away the furniture. I'm going to see if I can actually clean it before I do that. Okay. We're going to start... I'm going to start by getting all the trash. Man, there's a lot of drinking going on here. Good Lord. Let me get the trash. I want the trash bag. Let me get this out of the way for a minute. There we go. Okay. So that room's got no trash. There's surprisingly no trash in the bathroom. Oh yeah, I forgot there were cockroaches. I don't think we have anyone with that fear that watches, but if so, let me know and I can change it to glass. I personally don't care either way. Although they are a pain in the butt to clean up. Let's see. Good Lord. I would not be surprised that a house like this would have this problem. Good Lord. It's saying we eliminated the nest, but I'm assuming I need to clean them all up. I assume they're not just going to disappear. Come on. Now you see what I'm talking about when I say pain in the butt. Yeah, no kidding. Let me scooch over and see if I can... There we go. Yeah, it really depends on the bug for me, honestly. I feel bad saying this, but there's just certain stuff like, I don't want to be mean, but I don't care if you die. Like... Now, like, jumping spiders, if I realize it's a jumping spider, they're cool. They're cute. They don't hurt anything. So I'll try to relocate you. Moss, I'm okay with. I think they're pretty. Caterpillar, maybe, depending. But yeah, there's just certain stuff that I'm like, yeah, no. You should not have come into my territory because now you have to die. There's more! God damn it, I thought I was done vacuuming. Oh, I guess it does show it on the map. Is there any in here? Doesn't look like it, I don't think. Okay, let me get all the trash first. I might change this to glass just for my convenience. Let me go to the settings here. Oh, poor moths. Gameplay. Ah, here we go. For convenience of us not having to, like, vacuum for 20 years, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna change it to glass. I don't have a problem with it, but for convenience sake, we're gonna change it to glass. Oh, yeah. I agree with that, for sure. This house has an interesting layout that I forgot about. God dang. People were just in here, like, drinking their lives away. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you meant just general moss, and I was like, oh, that's sad, but that's fair if they're eating your stuff. That's fair. Okay, so there's that. What's this room? Oh, another bathroom. Okay. And another bedroom. Alright. Okay, so I think... There we go. Okay, I think that's all the trash. Okay, I was like, where's the beginning of the house? Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning and just work our way down. Yeah, I imagine Spirit would have a problem with that too. Oh, I can clean that stuff off the wall. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna need a new radiator. Let me put this back up against the wall where it actually belongs. Let's see. And we need a radiator. Yep, because you make your stuffies, so that would be very tragic if they ate your yarn. That would be a sad day indeed. Oh, I see. It says there's still... Is this considered trash? Oh, I guess so. Okay. So the poster's also trash. And then... Let me see here. Oh, they want us to repaint this room. Okay. Well, good thing I saw that. I was not paying attention. So they want us to paint the room. I did not even see that at first. I was gonna say, I feel like those are already white, so we'll see if it counts that in the percentage. Yeah, considering the amount that you've spent on Yarn Spirit, I feel like that would be a major upset. I need to check my skill points too. Because I'm pretty sure I have a couple more of those that I can spend. I believe it. I believe that would definitely be devastating. Let's see. Okay, that was everything in this room. Is there dirt on the... I'm seeing dirt somewhere. Where is it? Is there dirt somewhere that I can't see? Dirt? Dirt? Okay, that's weird. It's implying that there's dirt, but I don't see any. Oh, it's gone now. Okay. We must have got it. Okay, so that room's finished. And then we need a radiator. Assemble the radiator. Yeah, luckily we've never had an issue with that, because yeah, that would be kind of tragic. Okay. I'm gonna put this back over here, where it probably belongs. I would guess. Okay. Okay, so that room was just tidy up, add a radiator. Okay. And then let's clean in this little area in between. Real quick. There we go. Okay. That's where we just came from. spots for a towel radiator. Yeah. And then we need a sink. I guess we just gotta put a... Okay, there's the sink mount there. Okay. Let's unscrew it first. There we go. And we'll just get them... Yep, so we're just getting... Whoops. Tasks. Basic sink. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Put the thing in the thing. Put that thing in that thing. I don't know what any of this is. Don't know nothing about nothing. There we go. Bathroom is fixed. Oops. I just hit myself with the door. Oopsie. Okay. Clean all the mess. Is there any mess on the ceiling? Mess over here. There we go. And then clean the window. And then let me put this back the way it's supposed to go. There we go. And then, what did this need? Oh, this needs a radiator. Oh, and I gotta clean the other window, yeah. Put your radiator in. This looks like it was a party house. There we go. Straighten that up a little bit. There we go. Clean all the dirt. Oh, I missed some trash up there that I just saw. Get to it here shortly. There we go. Clean the window. I'm so confused about the missing radiators, because it's like, is this a situation where, it's like, is this a situation where, they stole the radiators, or what happened here? It's like, did they seal the radiators or did you just like not put them in here? Were we hoping if there were no radiators, maybe they would leave? Clean. Alright. Oh, no, we don't want to sleep. There we go. Kind of put that back. Yeah, we're just missing a radiator in every room. Good lord. And then clean the window. Clean the window. Alright. Looks good. Clean all the ick here. Every single one of the yucky windows. Okay, and then they need a radiator. Radiator. As do all of these rooms. A radiator's for heat, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? Isn't that what they were for? I think. Okay, and then they wanted, what was it, a washer? Okay. Alright. Got it, got it. That's what I thought. I was like, isn't that what they're for? Since we don't have radiators, I wasn't sure. Okay. Bathroom complete. Yes, okay. Alright. There we go. Get that last 2% of dirt. I'm trying to remember if I've ever lived anywhere that had a radiator. I don't think so. They don't seem to be commonplace nowadays. Okay, got everything there. Alright. Got all the rooms. Everything is clean. And ready for new occupants. Alright. Just a second. Alright. We want to complete the job. That took us a lot less time than I thought, actually. I thought that was going to take a while longer to clean. I thought we were going to have to stop, but thankfully not. Alright, of course our house is still dirty. We're not going to talk about that. We're working on it. Okay. So we get that. Exit game. Yes, we're going to save. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope we all had a good time. I know it was a bit quieter than normal. We were just relaxing, cleaning stuff. But hopefully everyone had a good time. And I'm going to pop you guys over with a friend for some Resident Evil. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.